between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Listen to that! You won't see me in your nightmares, son! You
On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, set.
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now running right through it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Steelers' 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Got it.
55, come on, guys, 55. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Bradley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Get.
On 3rd down, it's Bradley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
64, weak. Hey, exit.
He's checking. Crash.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
On second down, it's Bradley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Bradley, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Johnson on poke 3, football's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. Nope.
And now look at him go. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Tight on, back to go.
On 2nd down, it's Bradley, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And 2 stop.
On 1st down, Bradley, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Steele. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Bradley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Steele. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And and it's 21-3.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Texans 3. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Texans 3. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Watson operating from the gun. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson now to throw. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill, kill, kill.
Look at me. Go, go. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You go night.
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey.
Now a give right side. It's Bradley. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Set. 60 or. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Watch it.
Go. Shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wide, get wide. 61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd down now. It's Bradley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey.
Hey, Mike 50.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
60 out long.
Watch the out. Kill.
6-6, bullet high. Big river.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Watson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike's by 4. I know he ain't got it. Got him. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Check the
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Max 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. General West. Out.
kill.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bradley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. They find some open field here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a first down.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiff it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
15 line. Check 52. Hit it.
On first down, Bradley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Too little, Cupcake.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, man. Watch the booth. Watch the booth. Shoot.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this.
There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more under pressure now? Watson, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Watch the run. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bradley, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Tighten up.
From his goal line here, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he comes back with one complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
25. Check 25. 59.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 31, check 31.
Protein spill. It's a safety creek. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Watson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Put that team on the bus.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, the perfect...
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?